For this project, we're going to need a couple of items. First off, we have a piece of paper for a reference sketch. And then I have some plexiglass used for replacing picture frames. A pencil, of course, to draw the sketch. Some tweezers to handle that fine glass. I also have some crystal clear super glue. A hammer, sledgehammer, to beat up that glass. Don't want to do that with your fist. Got some sandwich baggies so we can beat up the glass and the glass doesn't fly everywhere. And of course, the light bulbs. These light bulbs are indeed dead. Got them from my work, just some dead light bulbs. And, need a camera so we can film the whole process. And last but not least, a butt ton of snacks. I first got out my piece of paper and measured the amount of plexiglass, seeing how much room I really had to work with. From there, it was really a matter of figuring out what colors I had to work with, and how many. I quickly organized my light bulbs by color and figured out how many I have of each. Once that was done, I simply just wrote them down and got a good idea of what kind of colors I had to work with. From there, it was a matter of figuring out what I wanted to make. I had a lot of green to work with, so I thought maybe a dragon with some colorful feathers. Most of the body could easily be green, and the feathers could be the array of colors that I have available to me. After I kind of figured out a rough shape that I wanted, I then began with the sketch. I tried to keep as loosely detailed as possible, knowing that the glass probably might not get the exact size that I want. So after being pretty detailed on the mouth, I decided to be really loosely with everything else. I then decided it was high time to get some colored pencils in here. Just some simple colored pencils that I had lying around and used them to fill in the colors that I had. I selected colors that closely represent the light bulbs that I acquired and filled in the bit of color there I wanted the light bulbs to be. And there you had it. I had my complete sketch. Time to break out some snacks, getting a little hungry. And then I move on to the light bulbs. I tried smashing them on my countertop, but it was a little bouncy, so I had to take it over to another position in my workshop where it was a little bit more stable. The sledgehammer worked great, and the light bulbs got smashed up nicely. With the sketch complete, I then get the plexiglass ready by removing its protective outer sleeve and lining it up with the sketch underneath. I get the light bulbs ready by taking out the glass and finding little metal bits. You might see me coming off screen quite a bit, but that's usually me just getting some more glass from my other workbench with the sledgehammer. In order to stop the sketch and the plexiglass from moving around while I'm working on it, I simply just taped it down to the table. And then begins the long, tedious process of gluing the individual pieces of glass. I find the shapes that match the sketch the best and use plenty of glue so it doesn't move around. Good thing about this glue is it's not instant setting. It actually takes 5 minutes for it to fully cure, which in the good hand is really great because if I get a piece that doesn't quite match, I can always replace it with another. On the other hand, if I accidentally bump it, it sets all the pieces astray. Well, it's a price I'm willing to pay. Now cue the montage. And there you have it, the final project. It's really hard to describe how beautiful this thing is in real life. It's got so much texture with every bulb being a different height and curving, and the light just really shines through it and really makes it quite dazzling. I stared at it for quite a bit of time before making this video, and I'm really proud of how it turned out.